So this is where we have to place things into context. So, and I do not think that the preacher has done a good job in dissecting that, clarifying that. And a lot of minds will be prisoner of that kind of preaching and those kind of messages, while they'll hold back and they'll give validation to the narratives of the same slave master, the oppressor, who actually wants to see that narrative continue so they can stay away from the responsibility of being the primary or the initiator of this experience. So having said that, we have established that, and we want to say that we are together in this. The continent lost mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers. They lost the siblings. They lost the friends, the relatives, never to see them again. The pain that was happening in the plantation of America was also happening on the continent with the loss of our people. And then you have colonization that followed. This is the same people. We're talking about the same people. One awful experience to another awful experience, colonization, which was basically the way I see it, slavery on your own land, at home, where you are humiliated, where you are destroyed, killed, exploited, taken prisoners by the same people that just did it a couple of 100 years before. So what are we to say now in terms of colonization? Africans are responsible for colonization as well? Like they're trying to put it, Africans are responsible for slavery? In all these situations, there will be always some of us that will be a part of the system. The unfortunate few. But the overwhelming majority of the people and the leadership held the dignity, the integrity, and they sacrificed their life in the process of trying to stop these destructive episodes of our journey as a people. So we have to heal. We have to reconcile. And we have to hold hands in unity to grow together. If we don't do that, the same enemy, the true enemy, is always there to come back with another trick under his sleeves. So when the preacher is talking about the enemies within, again, it is misplacing the fact that when you have somebody that design a plot, structure it, finance it, support it, and now finds a connection or a collaborator in the group that they intend to oppress, to exploit, who's the real enemy? The real enemy is not the collaborator. Yes, he's playing a part in it, and a part that is damaging, that is causing us all to suffer, but he is not the true enemy. The true enemy is the one that design the plan, finance it, support it, structure it. That's the enemy. Did Africans have any boats to take slaves from Africa to the Americas? Did Africans have the finances to run all these operations? Did Africans reap the benefits of those hard labor in the plantations to build London, to build Washington, to build Paris, to build all these European cities? Were the Africans in control of that? Who's the real enemy? The real enemy is not within. The real enemy is outside. As long as we continue to target each other for the ill that we suffer, instead of looking support from one another and correcting the wrongs that are amongst us and trying to stay put, we will leave the true enemy at peace to carry on with the next activity while we're fighting each other for illusion, a mirage. Because even though that collaborator can be taken away from the picture, as long as the mind that produces this kind of evil thought is there, they will recreate another plan, and there goes another awful experience. When you're talking about leaders that got snatched off, killed on the continent from their own brother and sister, but look closely, you will see the overwhelming majority of those leaders that do those kind of bad things, they are supported by the same enemy. They create divisions. So who's the enemy? I'm not justifying the fact that we should lend ourselves to those kind of alliances to hurt our own people. But we cannot forget the responsibility that the janitor of those thoughts, ideas, are out there. and continue to do the same thing. I'll stop here to continue for one more clip.